Ladies and gentlemen, before we get started in this video, there's a link in the description if you want to purchase one of these swim baits. One of these swim baits right here, okay? The Contender Junior or the regular size Contender. There's a link for that in the description. There's also a discount code. You can save 15%. It's popping up on the screen and it's directly beside the link in the description. So you better, if you're gonna do it though, you better do it quick because these things are, there's only a limited number of them and they're going to sell fast. And with that said, let's get into the video. What's up guys, it's TJ, aka Fishing with YakPak, and I'm here today with my boy, Lojo. We're here in the Googan headquarters, and we've got some things in front of us, right? You've got the big ones right here, the big fangs for the big man.
Oh God, you're gonna show them just right out of the gate?
Show them right out of the gate, I say, you know, show them right, they've seen them in the thumbnail, you know?
This is extremely exclusive, by the way.
Very exclusive.
At the time that we're filming this video, I don't even know what date it is, doesn't matter, but at the time of this video, these have not been released to the public. So you know, you've gotten yourself a pretty good little behind the scenes look.
Yes.
And you're gonna get to take some. Yeah. So you're getting freaking hooked up.
Yeah, this is gonna be awesome. So if you've been around the channel for a while, we'll get to Lojo in a second. I'm not sure how much swim bait. We'll talk about that in a second. But if you've been around the channel for a while, I used to do this series on my channel called the Swim Bait Showdown. Okay. I'm by no means a expert swim bait fisherman thrower.
Few are. It's kind of a specialized area of fishing.
It's a very specific niche of fishing, right? But I do know a little bit about swim baits. So Lojo, how much experience do you have?
I probably have the same as you, you know. Okay. I mean, I've thrown some. I've owned a few, like, we're talking like huge ones. Yeah. I've tried to throw them.
Excessive.
It is just, it's tough because they require, some of them, not all of them. These don't, luckily, but some of them require like specialized equipment. Like I remember I had like a 7'10" extra heavy rod because you're throwing like a 3, 4, 5 ounce lure. Yeah, big reel with a big spool,
20-pound
heavy line, 25-pound flow, or like straight braid. A lot of people use straight braid.
Yeah, that was me. I did straight
it's
braid.
almost like an Alabama rig setup. Yeah, because Alabama rigs, you can't just throw that on a medium heavy rod. Or you're gonna snap your rod. Yeah. So, but it's even a step up from an Alabama rig. Yep. But I have caught some fish on swim baits. I'm getting into them more. I think the big swim bait category, I have about as much experience as anybody, which means I've done it a few times, but I really don't know.
Like the really super big ones, super mega
like a glide bait or something.
I remember, I'll never forget, I was fishing in North Carolina when I was stationed at Bragg, and a guy shows up to fish the lake with me on a kayak, and he pulls out a, I'm going to get roasted if I get it wrong, but I think it was a Roman-made mother. That's what it was. Okay. $750. I said, what happens if you break off and lose that? And
he's going for that.
Dead in the eye. He said, you don't. Yeah. He's getting wet. So, yeah, don't forget to go ahead and hit that thumbs up button because as Lojo has already stated, this is a very exclusive video at the time of this filming. So we've got one here out of the package right now, and this is the, they're going to be called the Contenders, number one. Let's go ahead and clarify that.
Yeah, show me the old packaging.
Yeah, it's epic, right? It just looks so good. These are, I've got two colors here. The bluegill right here, and this one is my all-time favorite, the glizzy shad, gizzard shad. That one, it's got a purple tint to it.
And there are other colors, by the way.
Oh yeah, there's tons.
I think there's like, I don't want to, because I may be wrong. Is it either 5 or 6 colors? So these are just a couple of the colors.
Yeah. These are the ones that I get exclusively.
Oh yeah, here's some more right here.
Here's some other colors right here.
Here's a crappie.
Whatever comes in the Contender will also come in the Contender Junior as well.
Yeah, and those are the big ones, by the way.
Yeah, these are the big ones. Yeah. But we'll put these over here. These are the ones that I'm actually going to be taking and putting to use. So this, we got the bluegill one, and my favorite so far, just by looks alone, is going to be the gizzard shad one. And just that, where I'm at in South Florida, that's just going to get munched the most.
And honestly, like anywhere you go, even if they don't have shad per se, they're going to have a bait fish that looks like this.
100%.
You know what I mean? So I think if you're ever unsure about a color for a swim bait, you can't go wrong with a white or a shad or
100% agree.
Something like, or even a brim in the South. I mean, brim are in every pond, every body of water.
I would literally take this in any state from Virginia all the way down to Miami, all the way over here to Texas, and you could catch fish with this. Another thing I like about this is literally perfect size. You can fish this thing anywhere in creeks. I think John has tried these in creeks before. I think I heard him talk about earlier ponds, which is the majority of what we all do.
Ponds are going to kill it. The Junior Contender is going to kill it in ponds. Yeah.
It's multi-jointed, right? So it's not just a single hooks are extremely sharp, by the way. I keep hooking myself.
Yeah, I've stuck myself several times handling this.
So it's multi-jointed, right? It's got, I just did it again. It's got 3 joints, or two joints?
Yeah, but
3
it's
pieces.
multi-jointed, yeah.
Yeah, 3 pieces, 2 jointed. Another really awesome thing about these swim baits, and this comes on the big ones as well, is it's got a 360 instead of, so what you'll see a lot of times on swim baits, is you'll see double split rings.
Yep.
And what happens is, I've lost fish from them jumping and shaking. Them double split rings, eventually they just stop turning. They won't just continue to turn. So that hook, if it's a bigger fish, probably, if it's big, powerful fish, probably gonna be able to spit that hook. These are, I don't know the correct terminology.
Just 360 hooks.
360 hooks. So you can literally sit here and spin and spin and spin.
Really takes the leverage away from the fish.
Exactly. And that's a lot of times, if I've caught the majority of my swim bait fish, whether it be a small one or a big one like this, and just the way these work in the water, and they'll do that 180, that fish is gonna hit it from the front. A lot of the swim bait fish I've caught have only ever had the front hook in their mouth, a lot of the bigger ones.
Right. Yeah.
And then with that 360 hook technology, I don't know what, like I said, the exact terminology, but that is I hate the word, but it's a game changer.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So,
I mean,
immediately,
it absolutely is.
Immediately, my thoughts on this. What are the? Let's go with the. So it's slow sink.
That's in the swim bait community. One of the first things people want to know about swim baits is how fast they fall in the water, because there are different ones. There are
very
ones
much so
that fall like a ton of bricks, like a crankbait.
Yeah.
Then there are ones that don't fall; they suspend. They get about a foot deep and they stay there. So I think the most beloved one is a slow sinking swim bait.
Yeah.
So you cast it, it hits the water, and it does this number right here. Yep. So that means, if you're like burning it and you stop it, it just kind of just stays there. I mean, it's just such an effective way to catch fish is when it's slow sinking. That's my personal favorite. And then it comes into play if you're fishing a pond that's a little shallower. You don't have to worry about it getting snagged on every single thing if you're not just burning it. You know what I mean?
100% agree.
It's not falling too deep and getting where you don't want it to be. Like
100% agree. The paint on these things as well, I know, kind of jumping spot to spot, but it's exclusive access to some really cool stuff. The paint, I think I heard the other day, y'all were doing the podcast or something talking about it. It was either John or Flair or whoever it was, mentioned it's rubberized paint.
Yep.
Right?
That's right.
I don't know if I've ever, and you can just feel the difference in the paint
it
too.
Feels a lot different. You can kind of see on the video, but it doesn't do it justice.
Oh, I just hooked myself.
I've done that so many times.
Gosh.
Like, we're not even hyping it up.
When you hook
so
yourself,
sticky.
You know when you hook yourself, the jolt of adrenaline your body gets?
Woo!
That hurt. That hurt really bad. But the paint, as you can see, I mean, it's just...
Yeah, it's like a matte finish.
It's
got a matte finish to it, but that's because it's the rubberized paint, and it's got a different feel to it,
The rubber tail, I don't really, unless one of you dudes know why the benefits of a rubber tail, I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not, like I said, I'm no swim bait
professional. I'm just assuming it has a little better action in the water.
And durability.
Oh, you're bleeding. Nice.
Yeah, no, yeah, it
Show
got
that
me.
right to YouTube.
Yeah, it got me. Yeah, demonetized me, YouTube.
Video.
Probably durability on the
durability.
tail.
Durability.
Yeah.
For sure.
I would assume, especially if it's getting chased and getting nipped at a lot, it makes a lot of sense. But overall, so far, obviously, I haven't thrown these yet. Literally, just got to my hands. But slow sink, 4.5 inch for the little ones, and they weigh 1 ounce. It doesn't feel like it weighs an ounce, though.
Doesn't feel like that at all.
No, like you could throw that on a 7-foot medium heavy. I feel like.
Yeah, you could throw that on medium heavy for sure.
Absolutely.
And even the big ones, these are like what, 1 3/4 ounces and 7 inches. I bet you. I mean, a regular, like a muscle rod, for example.
Yeah.
A muscle rod would be a perfect big swim bait, versus the little one. So you could throw that one like a go-to. You could throw that on any Googan rod, actually. Go-to, reaction, twitch, you'd be fine. But this one I would throw on the muscle. Maybe the go-to as well. Yeah. But,
I mean, you can't get... These just look so good, man. I don't know do either of you know the price range for these? Because that's one thing I don't.
Yeah, and that's something I don't want to get wrong, but they're very affordable.
Yeah.
Compared to like how the market is.
Yeah.
They're extremely competitive and affordable. That's every product we make is going to be competitive, meaning we're not just going to give it away for $2, but it's going to be affordable. The regular everyday angler, whether you're 14 or 45 or whatever, you're going to be able to afford 1 or 2 for your tackle box, and that's the whole point. It's just, you need to have a swim bait in your tackle box, because if you want to catch the fish of a lifetime, a lot of them are caught on swim baits.
I'm telling you right now, if you're trying to catch the fish of a lifetime, you might go a week straight without even getting a bite, and it may get frustrating. But if you're trying to catch that big fish, something like this right here is going to be I mean, that's if you dedicate a week, 2 weeks. I don't want to promise you anything.
If you get a bite, it's going to be something big.
If you get bit on a 7-inch contender,
you better hang on.
Yeah, you better hang on. Have that drag set because it's gonna be monster.
It's going to be a party. Yep.
Juan, do you have anything that you want to add to these?
Did we miss anything about specs?
Yeah, we got some more bass here.
How would you fish it? I mean, it says it on the
Yeah,
back.
let's talk about how
So it
gear,
says
how you fish it. Yeah.
fish the contender with a slow, steady retrieve for maximum mondo action.
Yeah,
Mondo
you
action.
kind of touched on the action of it, but I know I was told, and we've done a lot of product testing on this. You know, when you pause it, it almost starts to turn sideways.
Yep,
and if you give it a hard twitch, it will do a full rotation.
That's what's going to get you those big bass to react to that.
Yes.
Is what that's gonna
A
happen.
lot of times with swim baits, you'll get what's called followers. And that's when a bass will literally follow it up to the boat. So the bass will be interested, but it won't necessarily commit to the bite.
Biggest bass I ever seen in my life in person was on a golf course in South Florida, and it followed it right up to the bank. I'm talking, I was pulling the swim bait out of the water when she went to swipe at it. Yeah. And she probably followed it from just deep water.
You did anything to get her to bite?
As soon as I was picking it up out of the water, I saw her flash, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
I caught like an 8-pounder not too long ago on a big swim bait. And I saw her; she was chasing it. Yeah. So what I did, I just stopped it. Yeah. Stopped it for like 2 seconds.
It turns and it sinks slow, and she's just like, "This is my chance."
And then as soon as I want to retrieve again, I put one crank. Yeah. She wanted just
literally
swallow
perfect. Yep.
So this will be perfect with the slow sinking, like you were saying. Yeah. You know,
that's why it's so key. Because when you pause it, it doesn't go anywhere. Yeah. It doesn't just fall like that. It just
And imagine you're fishing one of the half-ounce clickbaits, and you just stop retrieving that. It's just dropping.
Yeah, exactly. Which can be good too. But for a swim bait, you want that bait to be right in front of that bass's face.
My favorite is slow sinking or suspended.
Or suspended. Yeah, suspending is good too. Especially depends on the kind of water depth.
But if you give me suspended, slow sinking.
I'll take the slow sinking.
Yeah, slow sinking.
Because it's more versatile. You can fish it in deeper water. You just gotta let it sink a little bit. But So that's a good point.
I literally cannot stress that enough. The paint is insane on these things. Like
I haven't seen with that rubberized paint.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, this is a baby bass. I mean, this is such a good pattern right there.
I feel like what's going to happen with these is a lot of times, you'll see swim baits where they have the bite marks right here and the bite marks right here. I feel like, and I don't want to speak on it 100% because I don't know, I've never used it, but I feel like just that rubberized paint, you're not going to get those marks.
No, it's going to be more durable. Yeah, for sure.
Far more durable. Yeah, it's going to be.
That's why one of the reasons why we used it. But, durability. It's got a cool looking finish to it. That matte finish. It's not as striking.
Right. Yeah.
So and then it's just more durable.
This purple. I don't know. Is this every color? I think there's more colors.
There's more. There's more.
I think all the guys. I think John and all them took all the other ones to do something with.
There's like a bone color, so it's more like hard white. Yeah. This is a shad color, so it's a little softer white.
That purple tint on this gizzard shad, man, it's insane. It's almost, I don't even know if I can justify that on camera. That's gonna be the one. That's gonna be the one that breaks my PB in 2020.
Let's just say spring 2021.
Correct. Bed fishing. It's gonna come into play.
Absolutely.
Because it's slow sinking.
You better have one of these.
I never believed in throwing a swim bait on spawning fish. I never thought it would work. I just never thought it would work.
That's where I caught my 8. It was this spring. I got my 8-pounder.
Flair caught the biggest bass in his pond off of a bed with a swim. Now it wasn't a contender; it was a multi-jointed bluegill swim bait, though.
Yeah, I heard him talk about that. He said, he was talking. Yeah,
now it took him a while because you like any spawning fish on a bed, you're gonna have to irritate the heck out of him to get him to bite. But this can be another way if you just can't catch him any other way.
You know what I just thought of? You know what else this is gonna slay for me?
Peacocks?
Peacock bass are going to absolutely destroy that.
Yeah. Peas, I'm sure smallmouth up north.
Yep.
This is going to get munched, especially the shad one.
The shad one
up north. Sure. West Coast, the big ones are probably going to catch double-digit bass a lot as soon as they get to California.
Another thing people may not know, that swim baits, they will catch fish, but they will show you fish too,
Yeah.
So a lot of people use them just for that.
Just to find fish.
That's right. As a fish finder.
Yep.
Very smart too.
There was followers to come up.
There was a trip where we were fishing in Mexico, and there were like no structure whatsoever, and a lot of grass, like hydrilla. So you couldn't see anything, but it was clear water. and we were just throwing big swim baits just to see where the fish were. You know, they would come out of the hydrilla, dude, and they would chase it all the way to the boat. They would not eat it. You know, we had maybe 2 or 3 bites, but you can see where the hot areas were, and then we would go back and punch it the hydrilla, you know, and just punch it, and that's how we were catching fish. So it's a big help to have one of these just to even find fish. You know, just to see where the big fish are.
Very smart, very smart.
So these bad boys right here will be available 12/18, GooganSquad.com. But here's the thing, you have to be a Team Googan member to order.
That's free, right?
But here's the thing, to become Team Googan, it's free to sign up. So there's really no reason not to do it, okay? So 12/18, December the 18th, you have to be a Team Googan member, GooganSquad.com.
That's literally perfect. You heard it here first from Lil Joe and Mr. Senor Bass. By the way, thank you. Thank you for showing up.
Stuff about swim bait.
Yeah, that's a swim bait man right there.
Swim bait guy.
Little bit.
Yeah. That's what we said. We all kind of know a little bit.
Yeah.
You have to be like a swim bait. There's only like a few swim bait experts out there.
Just guru, absolute swim bait gurus.
There's a few guys, a couple in California, Texas, that just do it.
Yeah,
that's all. There's not that many people that do it that much.
Yeah, it's scary a little bit
It's
at the beginning.
Well, you know, when I started my swim bait showdown series in 2019, I think it was March 2019 when I started that. Number one, I had no clue what I was doing, so something like this would have been absolutely perfect, right? And it was kind of scary. It's like I was diving into something I had never done before, because when you start talking about throwing 7-inch baits, like that,
it can be intimidating.
It is very intimidating. Yeah, it's very intimidating.
On that note, and this is the last thing I'll say about it, I'm so thankful that
for the minis,
for the minis,
juniors.
because what that has done. And we obviously weren't the first. I mean, you've got the Mike Bucca baby bull shads, which are just amazing things that Catchco make. But the fact that we're making these smaller swim baits now, what it's doing is it's allowing everybody to get in on the swim bait game, because not everybody can throw a 7, 8, 9, 10-inch glide bait. Not everybody can do that, but anybody can throw this thing right here and catch fish in a pond, in a lake, in a river, creek, whatever. So I'm so thankful that we are one of the companies now, and these are going to be some of the most badass ones that exist.
Guaranteed.
That make the smaller swim baits that anybody can throw. So, you know, these are going to be cool. Like I said, everybody should have one of these in your tackle box, but you could have like 5 or 6, 7 of these. You know what I mean?
This would be like my pond hopping box. When as many chatterbaits as I have, I've got 3 or 4 of these. That's me personally.
Exactly. So really glad that we do that.
Starting the collection off with my 2 personal favorites. We've got the bluegill and the gizzard shad. So, anyways, with that said, I guess the next step is to sign up for Team Googan. We need to go.
You guys need to sign up for Team Googan. It's free to do. Get you some of these. He'll probably release this video maybe on the day.
Either on the day, you're seeing this. Yeah, you're seeing this video. It's either they have just came out or they are just about to come out.
Yeah. So either way, you guys will be good. Next video you see with us holding these swim baits will probably be big bass attached to them.
Hopefully.
And I hope you guys do the same thing and upload pictures.
Tag us in any pictures. You catch something on this, tag us in any pictures. Anyways, thanks again for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like the video for this exclusive content. And these fine gentlemen here to share their swim bait knowledge as well. Thanks again for watching. We'll catch you all on the next adventure. Peace.